Hello, my name is Lynn. I am a 30 years old cash budgeter. I currently live at home with my parents and my brother. I do handle a majority of my family's finances. So I budget my paychecks, a portion of my parents' paychecks, and a home help check that we get every 2 weeks. I apologize, my voice is gone again. I just came back from my trip for my friend's wedding not too long ago, and it was a really great wedding. There was a lot of tears. I cried so much. A lot of also fun yelling, and my voice is not quite recovered. It was gone by the end of the night. So and then I come back and I get a whole bunch of allergies again. So that's at this point, I'm not sure what's what, but my voice is just not there. So I apologize if it keeps giving out throughout the video. I am going to be stuffing part 1 of the first week of September. There has been some changes in my budget, and I wanted to talk about it and to kind of just put my thoughts out there on how I'm feeling about where I'm at financially, and yeah, just a lot of things I feel like I've got to say out loud to sort out. So I wanted to split it up so the video isn't too long, because they're already long enough as it is. I did not film a 4th week of August. When I came back, most of my bills were due and I needed to stuff my envelopes, and I've just been pretty busy, so I haven't had time to film that. So I just went ahead and stuffed it, and yeah, so I apologize for that. I also feel like I've got one thing after another here. I also filmed a cash condensing video and exchanged some of them for placeholders to take back to the bank. I filmed that before I left for the wedding, but when I watched it over, I really didn't like how I sounded. I didn't like my tone. I was really shocked at the amount that I was able to take back to the bank, which was $3,100. And I felt like at the end I really rushed because my dad was making a lot of noise outside, and I just didn't really sound as grateful as I felt, and I felt like I sounded very I don't know, arrogant. I don't know the right word to describe that, but I feel like if I took that video the wrong way, that if I put that out, you guys might take it the wrong way as well too, and I don't want that. This journey, this budgeting journey, and this method has really helped me be more secured financially, and has helped me accomplish a lot of my goals that I had set for myself, and just helped me take that first step into starting things like moving out and stuff like that. Like, I've talked about that for years, but I've never started. I never took initiative and all of that, but this journey and this method has helped me do a lot of things that I was always scared to do. I did wish that I started filming earlier when I did have student loans and had credit card debt, so I can also show some of the internal battles about choosing whether to go on vacation or purchase things or pay extra in debt. When I started filming, I was debt-free, so that has changed, which I would talk about in the video. But yeah, sometimes we just need to talk things out, and you guys have always given me such great advice when I was kind of at a standstill on what to do, like my dad's speakers and all of that. So yeah, okay, let's get started here, because I'm sure I'm going to ramble some more in the video once I talk about some of the changes that has happened. So we'll get started with our bills here. Oh, I got my nails done for the wedding, and they're really pretty, but I'm not used to longer nails, so it's been really hard to do things and pick things up. Buffer is going to get $10. Buffer now has 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. I did not stuff Buffer for the 4th week of August, even though I had $10 budgeted for it. And that $10 I actually put towards electricity, and I will talk about that once we get to that envelope. CSA is going to get 17, so 10, 15, 16, 17. And this is done the second week of October, so we've got a month and a half left. Car insurance is going to get $40, $20.40. And I do expect this to go up, and I did not budget for it yet, so I'm not sure the amount it's going to go up, and I plan on pulling from my buffer once that happens. Gas is going to get $20. Water will get $25, so $25. Internet will get $15. 10, 15, and now it's got 20, 30, 40, 45, 50. Electricity is getting 40. I budgeted 30 last week, so I took 10 from the buffer to put in here. So 20, 40. And my bill went up. I did anticipate that. I just wasn't sure what month it would hit. So now it's $137. So it went up $30. And this envelope now has 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 110. So I am going to have to rework some of these envelopes and my budget a little bit more. But currently I just added an extra $10 to that. Phone bill is going to get 48. So I'm going to give it 20, 40, 50 and put $2 back. And phone bill now has 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 130, 135, 140, 41, 42, 43, 44, 144 currently in phone bill. Trash is getting $10, so I needed to bump this up from $6 to $10. My last payment was $80, so $69 for the service for the quarter. Then they also charged like $14 or $15 as a surcharge for diesel and landfill prices going up. That's what the explanation was. So I bumped this up to make sure that I have enough just in case it goes up again. And if it continues to keep going up this much, I'm going to have to check out competitors and see what their prices are as well too. So now it's got 10, 15, 16. Pest control is going to get 15. I'm going to stuff this, but I am going to cancel. I know I keep saying that, but I really do need to this time. I can't be lazy about it anymore. I've complained about them quite a bit in the past, so I do plan on canceling this service before they come out again. So pest control now has 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 20, 30, 35, 40, 41, 42, $142. Annual payments is going to get $10. And now it's got 50, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 160. My annual fee for one of my credit cards is due next month, and that is $99, so I plan on taking it out of here. And I also take out my monthly Kindle subscription out of annual payments as well too, and that's $10 every month. My parents' insurance is going to get $100. This was just drafted as well, so it's got this 100 in it. And car payments, that is our big change in our expenses. I started paperwork on getting a new car. It comes in on the 15th, so I will go back to finish all the financing and stuff when the car does arrive. It's a lot of money. We ended up getting a new Honda Pilot. It wasn't that much more than the used Honda Pilot that they had. So we went for the new option. I know there are cheaper options out there. I shouldn't complain because this is a choice that we made. It's just, I'm going to complain anyways because it's so much money. So I apologize. I hope you guys don't take that the wrong way. We are tackling this debt as a family. So I did rework this budget to fit in the car payment. The car payment is massive. It is $8,000 a month. I also want to say that this is 3 full-time income that is going to contribute to this, as well as the part-time income of home help. So this is not solely placed on one person. We are going this route because it is the quickest way for us to knock out this debt. I am going to stuff the monthly payment, but it's not going to include the extra payment that my parents and I are going to pay towards it. So it's going to get $250 this week. I'm just going to prepare myself for the first payment. I don't know if it hits the first month or the second month that we get the car. So $250. I will say debt has gone a lot quicker. We used this method to pay off my car. At first, I was the only one paying the car payment on my car, and just kind of reevaluating where we were with our budget. My parents decided that they would give me access to some of their money so I can budget some of their money. They did not have a savings, so I wanted to do that first before we started paying any extra on debt. And with their contribution and looking at the cars as a family debt, it did get that knocked out pretty quickly. I got that car to take my brother around. We did need a new car, but it wasn't specifically for me. It was to replace the car that this one is replacing now. So that one got put on hold for a few years, and now it's time to replace it because it is not doing too well. I don't know how long it's going to run for. I think maybe I've got a few months left before, or we've got a few months left before those, before maintenance just gets way too expensive to get parts fixed. I'm sorry if I'm rambling or feel like I do feel like I need to explain why we went this route. It is also one that I don't recommend if you are a one income household, or it's just not realistic for most people. I know all of this is personal finance to us, and I do struggle a bit about not being relatable to everybody, because I don't want to put anybody down or make anybody feel bad that they can't pay off debt as quickly as maybe we can as a family, because this is not just me doing this. I am appreciative and very thankful that my family has gone all in with this with me, and that I'm able to give us a little bit of financial security with budgeting, and not spending everything that we have, which we've been doing. One of the bigger mindsets that I had shifted was that not looking at my savings as disposable income. I was extremely bad at that. When I planned a vacation or planned a big purchase, I included in my budgeting what I had in my checking account, what my next paycheck would be, what I had in my savings, then what I had in the next 5 paychecks, which meant I was putting things on my credit card. And I really needed to shift that mindset in order to become successful. There's a lot of things that I needed to change, but that one, I really needed to stop looking at savings as disposable income, which I've done since I started working. So that's why I never had a savings or had one for very long. So the $1,000, so it's $1,000 a month, which I've reworked my budget here of what we do weekly to include that. And then my parents are also going to put the personal money that I do not budget. They're going to put some of that towards it. I'll let them decide how much they want to do there. And then my brother is going to rehab. Hopefully everything works out. Seems like nothing seems to work out accordingly when it comes to his medical stuff, but I'm hoping he goes back to his day program next month in October. That is when his Medicare is active, and it should start covering for those services, hopefully. So when that happens, the extra money that I put aside for him, I believe will no longer be needed. It wasn't needed when he was going previously, when we had private insurance. Oh, I'm so sorry. My voice just totally gave out there. But the extra money wasn't needed when we had private insurance through his COBRA plan from his work. So I'm going to take that money and put that towards the car payment. If it is needed, then I just won't make the extra payment towards the principal that month. But yeah, I put $250 per paycheck away from him. And if it's not used, I don't think I mentioned this in my previous video when I talked about this, but if I don't use that money, then I just transfer it into my high yield savings account. And so yeah, so I never take that out, or I never use that money as extra income or extra spending money. I guess it's not extra income, but extra spending money. So yeah, I wanted to talk about the new changes. I am nervous about how high this payment is. We did discuss it. We chose that because at 48 months, it's a 1.9 interest rate. If I extended it out to 60 months, then it jumps up to 3.9. And I know that's still a good interest rate, but with 3.5 income, we should be able to make the $1,000 payment every month. So we decided that as a family, we know we can make that payment, whether there be sacrifices or not. It's something that we're going to prioritize paying off of. I am cutting back on how much I put in my moving out binder, and a little bit in my personal, and also a good chunk in our savings challenges. So yeah, I know this was long-winded. It was me talking a lot. If you guys have got any advice or anything on how to do some of my budget, I do appreciate that. So yeah, I'm gonna do a second part to stuff the rest of this. I believe we stuffed 600 in our bills, and the rest will go in my moving out, personal, and challenges in the second part of the video that I'm gonna film after this. Hopefully you guys stayed till the end. I'm sure I'll talk more about the car payment. I don't know if you guys want me to do like a little tracker or an update on that. I'm kind of hesitant to do that just because I feel like if everything goes accordingly, then we will go through the debt pretty quickly, a lot sooner than the 48 months. And I just don't want to make anybody feel bad that they can't pay debt as quickly as us as a family, because having one income is very, very different from having 3.5. So I just want to put that out there, and I want to just keep reiterating that. I would not be going this quick if it was just my income alone. I wouldn't have a lot of the things that I have if my parents were not all in with this with me. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. I hope you guys made it to the end. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.